Now, I know you've noticed how the loudest people claiming to protect Black America are the same ones keeping the lowest expectations alive. And that's not protection at all, y'all. That's a business model. Today, we're looking at moments where Black people themselves are starting to say the quiet part out loud. And we're going to start right here in the toy aisle.
The beautiful skin. Okay, good. Point to the doll that has the ugly skin.
This one for sure.
All right, point to the doll that has the beautiful hair.
Oh, this one for sure.
Beautiful doll, that beautiful hair. Looks like yours, right?
Yep.
Yep, and mine's and mommy's. Point to the doll that has the ugly hair.
This one.
That one for sure. Point to the doll that has a beautiful face.
This.
I agree. And point to the doll that has an ugly face.
Ugh.
Point to the doll that is very gorgeous.
This one for sure. He's very gorgeous.
And point to the doll that is hideous.
This.
Good job. Thanks, baby.
Wait, before? See, white people, now you're learning from the school, because Black people are beautiful and white people. You just jealous because you don't want to admit that we're God's people.
That's right. Well said, baby. Well said.
I was able to find the original video of the guy who's actually teaching his daughter this open racism, and this is him here. This is his profile name, and if you go to the caption, I find this very interesting. Posted this video with a caption that says, "The answer to white supremacy is not equality, it's Black supremacy." And for those that don't know, YT supremacy is slang they use for white supremacy. So he's saying that they need Black supremacy, and that is the answer. Let's just take a look at his page. This is him here. Shazak Ahmad, this is him. We can kind of get a good picture of him there. Here he is. This is the guy who teaches his daughter that white Barbies have ugly skin. He is very openly racist, and we should definitely put him on blast for this. There was actually another American who made a video to mock this guy and just show how openly racist it would be if the roles were reversed, and you can watch it here.
Okay, honey, point to the doll with the ugly skin. Oh, that one? Yeah. Point to the doll with the beautiful skin now. Oh, that one? Oh, yes. Could you imagine if we took our kids to the store? But, of course, this video is totally acceptable.
All right, baby. Point to the doll that has the beautiful skin. Okay, good. Point to the doll that has the ugly skin.
This one for sure.
All right, point to the doll.
Now, he didn't just say beautiful skin. He made sure she pointed to the white doll as the ugly one. On camera. Proud and loud about it, too. The same crowd that loses their minds over a white parent doing the reverse is completely silent here. Obviously, it was used as a demonstration, but, you know, that's not the point. Silence is the point. Selective outrage only works when it protects the narrative. When it doesn't, the rules obviously change. Teaching the child that one race's skin is ugly isn't empowerment, man. Not to me. It's just another side of the same poison. Nah. Take that same mindset into the classroom.
I just wanted to just pop this fun fact in there. African-American vernacular English is a language within a language. So your 4-year-old Black baby, your 6-year-old Black baby speaks 2 languages where the average little white boy does not speak 2 languages. The study was called it was the habitual bee. And they got 12 kids together, 6 Black, 6 white. They were all 6 years old. They put them in 2 separate rooms. They showed them a picture of Elmo holding a cookie. And they asked both of the kids separately, who be eating the cookies? And the white kids was like, Elmo be eating the cookies. And the Black kids looked at that picture and they was like, the Cookie Monster be eating the cookies. Elmo just has one. It's a language within a language, and it's not incorrect.
This is intellectual dishonesty at its worst. You know, I don't understand this need for some in the Black community to invent mythical examples of superior Black intellect over white people. This woman explains that because Black children speak Ebonics, they actually speak 2 languages. I would argue that they only speak 1 language very poorly. Ebonics isn't a separate language. It's a dialect of English, non-standard grammar, slang, and, pronunciation. I mean, even linguists across the board classify it as such. Speaking a broken version of your own native language doesn't make you bilingual any more than a thick Southern drawl or Cockney slang does. This nonsense isn't empowering kids either. It's really excusing failure. It lowers standards instead of teaching proper standard English, the language required for things like reading, writing, jobs, and success in this country.
Now, calling broken English a second language doesn't make the child bilingual. It just lowers the standard and then acts surprised when the results stay low. You don't help children by dressing up underperformance as culture, all right? You help them by telling them the truth and raising the bar. Everything else is comfort food for failure at that. Now, this next one, it gets wider.
Mentality of the black community is shot the fuck out. And we have to acknowledge it, and we got to do something to fix it, or don't. Stay the fuck out of my way. And I'm aligned with the like-minded people, like you said. I'm done trying to, oh, man, you need to wake. No, stay asleep, nigga. Go over there with the sleep and rock yourself to sleep. The ones that's awake, we going to make the progress, and we going to live how we feel we should be living.
You're saving your breath at this point, because after a while, you going to talk to your face until your head turn blue, bro. If you continue to just try to preach. At the end of the day, bro, just make your actions speak louder than words at this point. At the end of the day, right now, it's all about action now. It's hard to look after the community. It's hard to look after a whole if no one wants to listen. We're out celebrating, and we can't even be safe amongst our own people. At some point, bro, how can we feel safe amongst us? It don't matter if they from Long Beach. It don't matter if I'm from South Central. It don't matter if I'm from Compton, bro. When in the black car go be like, hey, what's up, bro? What's happening with it? You know what I mean?
That was the craziest comments I was seeing. It went left because they put it on social media, and people from the outside who wasn't supposed to be there showed up. It was outsiders who did it. They was black though, right? So you're proving my point. You cannot get a group of black people together, for the most part, in the hood without something happening. You're proving my point. Even when it's just the hood there. Let's stop pretending like every hood on the coast don't got homies that done chipped homies. Some of your hardest niggas, some of your main niggas that got knocked off from their own homies. From Nipsey on down. That happens in every hood, from the West Coast to down south to the Midwest. Stop playing, bro.
I'm just looking at it like, at the end of the day, it's a respect thing, and sometimes niggas don't care, but you gotta start caring about the women and children at times. That's basically what I'm getting down to. If nigga gonna do what he wanna do, nigga wanna throw his life away, nigga wanna choose that energy, I'm all do what you wanna do, you know what I mean? But other than that, it's just more so, if it's your mama or your sisters or your daughters or anything like that, nigga, you gonna want a safe zone for them.
I'm gonna tell you this: men gonna want to pass if they with their women and kids.
That don't even exist.
That don't exist no more.
With their kids in their hands.
This culture is trash, he says. He said it plainly too. Not the history, not the people, the culture attitude that treats dysfunction like identity. That's the part that keeps recycling the same problems while the professional activists collect checks for fighting them. A real renaissance doesn't start with more excuses. It starts with the willingness to call trash what it is. All right? It is what it is. Now the identity piece.
Well, what do we have here? Vic Mensa calls out Cameron over his refusal to identify as African American. Let's talk about it.
What's wrong with being African?
Ain't nothing wrong with being African. It's just that I'm not African. I was born in America.
Are you black?
Yeah, I'm black.
You just black?
I'm a black man, nigga. And shout out to my Africans. I'm not African.
Now, according to my research, the good brother Vic Mensa is truly an African American. He is a Ghanaian and an American man, which is very different than the majority of us as melanated people here in America. We are what we call American Indians, not African Americans. First of all, let me tell you this, right? Unless you got a direct descendant who was born in Africa, you cannot claim to be an African American. You can't be born in Africa and 3 different continents in America, North, Central, and South. Brother, where are you from? You feel me? So yes, Cameron was actually right when he said, I am not an African American. I am not a Negro. I am not a colored. And we cannot keep letting African descendants telling us who we are as Americans. You understand? Either people are going to study and know all aspects and not just the teaspoon that was fed to them in these public school buildings. So let me pipe down. Because at some point, here in America, the Black train, the Negrodonia movement has got to come to an end. We have got to realize who we are if we ever want to get back those reparations and those treaty benefits that are owed to us. That's the only way we get in them, y'all. I'm starting to think that people are keeping us stuck here in this matrix with this backwards ass form of thinking and knowing that we are not that. We are not crayon colors. We are not continents. We come from nations of people, and your rights stem directly from your creed. So you know what? I'm actually with you on this one, Cameron. And in fact, you should invite me on the podcast so that I can spread this truth to all our melanated brothers and sisters out there. Come on.
Okay, so, excuse me. Cameron drew a clean line. Black American and African American are not the same thing. One is a specific history on this soil. The other is a political term that got popular because it was useful. When precision is demanded for every other group, but suddenly becomes divisive when Black Americans want accuracy about their own lineage, you know the game is being played. You know, you just know it is, all right? Now this is the one that makes people uncomfortable in the room. Oh, wow. It's making me uncomfortable. It's not playing. Give me a second. Okay, I got it.
All y'all debate now. Get some goddamn money. Y'all got an educated scholar, college educated nigga talking street talk, criminal talk. I wasted my time.
Why are you walking away from your people?
All they gonna do is argue and squabble. When they get through arguing, squabbling, and debate, they ain't gonna build nothing. They're not gonna produce nothing. They're not gonna manufacture nothing. They're not gonna create nothing. So why you talk to black people?
We're not arguing, Mr. White.
We need plans, we need resources,
and that's what
we need
alternatives.
We're not coming with alternative debate. All y'all debating for. All y'all debating for. Get some goddamn money. Damn by my people. Mr. White. The white fuck my people. I don't give a damn about my people.
Come on, you right there, bro. You right here. Charles.
They wasted my time bringing me here. They wasted my motherfucking time. Hell, man. Fucking with me about my people. Y'all don't even care about y'all people. Go talk to your grandmama then.
We were so happy about systematic racism.
They wasted my time. Fuck racism. I don't believe in racism.
Get that card to Mr. White, big dog.
I don't believe in man. I don't believe in
God bless y'all, man.
You too.
Man, I don't give a damn about no ACU. I went to a white school.
Well, what happened? And you're now at an HBCU.
I don't give a fuck about an HBCU.
Well, why are you here?
Because they brought me here by mistake. Hey, bro. I didn't know I was coming.
You didn't have to come.
I didn't know I was coming. I didn't know I was coming to this.
But you still came.
Damn.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, so Charleston White, you know, hate him or love him. I didn't get to see the beginning and all the merits and like that. Obviously, we was able to see the point, but he didn't lose the debate, right? In a sense, he refused to play the version I guess they wanted. This is all just based off of what I've been able to gather from what I see here. Then he said, the one line that stuck to me at least, this is why black people will never build or produce anything. Again, I don't know what happened or what was said prior to this for him to lead to the line. Harsh? Yeah. Some people may hear that, but the reaction told on everybody. You know, the same institution that claim to build leaders shut down the second the conversation stops being flattering. You know, that's not education either, man. That's brand management. But I understand the frustration. And this man from the South, he just brings it home.
Listen, people, you guys keep talking about some shit the South when they're dealing with fucking white and black people. Man, I was born in Alabama and raised there, lived in Mississippi. I'm 60 years old right now. Listen, folks, all of that shit about white and black people, all that shit not getting along in the South, you are so fucking full of shit. I was raised in a small town with white and fucking black people. In the fucking 70s. Nothing racist ever happened. Now, every time some shit happened in Mississippi, first thing you guys bring up is some goddamn hanging. Remember the last time a white person you knew of, go Google that shit and let me know, hung a black man. You guys keep living in the fucking past. Some shit happened a long time ago. I got family in Mississippi right now saying, what the motherfuckers talk about some hanging and shit? They're like, we get along with the people in our fucking city, in our town. Motherfuckers on the outside that don't live in the South, don't live in Alabama, or don't live in Mississippi keep talking that dumbass shit. 40% of the people live in goddamn Mississippi are fucking black. Jackson, Mississippi is fucking 80% black. Greenville, Mississippi is fucking majority black. Columbus, Mississippi, black. But yeah, you guys keep bringing us some shit from the old days. Want to keep trying to divide black and white people in the South. We get along. Most of the fucking racist incident that happened back in the last 20, 30 years happened up north, not in Alabama. Born and raised, never, ever hear shit going on like that in Alabama because we respect one another. But motherfucker on the outside always talking shit. Well, it used to be, man. They used to hang people back in the old days. This is 2026. White people didn't give a shit about black folks right now, man, because you are killing you. The majority of the people who are killed in Mississippi are being killed by black people. Over 98% in Mississippi are being killed by other black people. White folks are not killing black people in Mississippi, man. What's wrong with you people? Stop trying to divide us in the South. Our family said, what the fuck these folks talking about some goddamn hanging and all that dumb shit? They get along with their white neighbors in the South.
Now, he said what a lot of people living it already know. Down here in the South, black and white folks deal with each other every day without the constant performance. The real division gets imported by people who need the conflict to stay paid. Race hustlers don't solve problems, man. They need the problems to stay employed. Once you see that clear, a lot of the noise starts sounding like background music, if I'm being honest. Now, all of these moments point to the same shift. More black Americans are tired of being managed. Tired of the lowered bar, tired of the identity games, tired of the people who profit off the wounds while claiming to heal it. And I don't think that's hate at all. If anything, that's maturity. The loudest voices still selling the old stories are the ones who lose the most when the audience stops buying it. So when they call every honest observation dangerous, if anything, they always have. Ain't really got nothing else of that. But, honesty is the only thing that ever actually moved a people forward. Everything else is just delayed consequences. You can keep the comfort of the narrative, or you can keep the truth. You don't get both forever. But be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. James 1:22. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.